unleashes my hollow energy. What the hell does that mean? It means we'll have a sword fight and go pew pew! Nothing changed. Also, there's this thing, I want to like I really want to start this entire like, seminar solely for anime villains. Like, I want to be like a motivational speaker. I just want to get them all in a room and just be like, Orochimaru, Frieza, I see you in the back, Sephiroth, get in here, I see you, you count. It's come to my attention that when you guys have the hero cornered and you're beating him up while taunting him, he starts to glow with an otherworldly energy. And you just kind of stand there going, what is that? Or where is his power coming from?
I like it.
Just stab him. Just stab him. Yeah, we get it. He's not supposed to be that strong. Just stab him anyway. You have an evil empire to maintain. Also, don't send increasingly difficult waves of goons after him. He's your only challenge to your empire. Just send the tough goons first. They're bored. There was some, Snorlax over there. He was just walking in, and he was like, oh, what's going on here? And my buddy Chris, who you'll see later, was like, oh, it's a comedy show. It's better than 1,000,000 orgasms. And he looked at me, and he was like, do Snorlaxes even get orgasms? To which I replied, well, first you need a pokey flute to get him up. Boom! Boom! Boom shakalaka! He's on fire! I'll let the discussion in the back. Like, he said get it up, it's hilarious. I feel like an old man. You have to understand, like, I was watching anime by begging my parents to purchase, like, VHS tapes of Ranma 1/2 when I was a kid. Whoa! Now, a VHS tape was a black rectangle that cost $2.
Oh, I still have the old seal.
I don't know. I used to love old, like, all right, I'm gonna just go on a whim. And if I say that I think that the best cartoon ever was the Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon. Well, let me finish. I enjoyed the wacky weekday morning adventures because it was goofy. It was like Sonic the Hedgehog is a goofy-ass game. You watch the Saturday morning one, and it got like super serious, where it was just like, we planted explosives in the industrial zone to minimize civilian casualties. Chili dogs. Like, what the? What are you talking about? It's Sonic the Hedgehog. Just let me run through the Green Hill Zone and jump on televisions. By the way, if you do jump on a television, you get all sparkly and feel invincible. Try it. Dozens dead at anime convention. Hundreds of plasma screens ruined beyond repair. I don't know. I actually am trying. I realize that I'm not the handsomest dude. Like, I sent a form to try and get into a K-pop band, and they sent me a letter back that was like, dear sir, we saw your audition tape. We're pretty sure all the hair we removed from our current K-pop stars ended up on you. I realize I look like one of the Mythbusters. They finished eating the other Mythbuster. I look like one of the Mythbusters after they finished confirming the urban legend that fudge is delicious. But I'm trying to look better. I recently made the technological leap from bar soap to body wash. Because it's 2011 and I had to make it happen. One thing I noticed though is that bar soap was like super gender neutral. Like everyone could use the same one. Amaterasu, beloved mother creator of all. What was the soap that was in your family bathroom that everyone used? Do you remember? Dove, nice. Mama wanted silken babies, and there's nothing wrong with that. My mom used Dial because the germs were everywhere and couldn't guess. But body wash is super gender specific. Have you noticed this? There's like men's soaps and women's soaps. And all the women's soaps are now weird things like, they're all actual fragrances, so it's all stuff like lavender mist, and cucumber melon, and avocado schnapps. I don't know what women like, I don't know. But all the men's soaps. If you look at like the men's soap scents, it's weird nonsense phrases. It's just bullshit like Arctic Rage, Forest Rush. What the hell does that mean? That doesn't mean anything. I'm just in the middle of like a CVS going like, oh my god, that is a pissed off mountain. How did they do that? Then Axe got into it, like all the Axe body spray knockoffs got into it. So now there's all these like super bro soaps with names like Blade and Punch and Bang Girls the Soap. Yeah. I was thinking about how, as a dork, like we have like more power than we've ever had in our entire lives. I guess it's just that like they know we run things now and everything is targeted to us. So everything from my childhood, whether it was like G.I. Joe or like even like board games are now getting like revamps. The one thing that I pray to God they never try and make a hip new update of is Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Because if you were to remake the game Pac-Man using like super HD graphics and like mega marketing, you would have the most terrifying game known to man. The entire pitch would just be like, hey Bob, tell us about this Pac-Man game. You wake up in a pitch black maze. Alright, that's spooky. How do I get out of the maze? You never get out! Well, what am I supposed to do then? You just eat! What happens if I don't eat? Ghosts! Murder you! Oh my god, how do I win? You ignorant prick! You don't win, you just run! And run and eat until you die! Oh my god! In the sequel, you're a chick! Is anything... Nothing else is different! You got a bow in your hair. Rated M for mature. That's my favorite thing about video game ads. They always have that little, like, rated M for mature tag at the end of all of them. Guys, there's no such thing as a mature video game. You're playing Thumb Warrior in your mom's basement while a 14-year-old in Guam calls you gay. It's the least mature activity possible. If they actually made mature video games, no one would want to play them because it would just be like ads for stuff like, you're in the Martian Air Force and you gotta take down the alien invaders, but first, file your taxes! You're an undercover cop in New York City, and you gotta take down the Santini crime family. But first, make living arrangements for your elderly parents. Then have an argument with your fiance. Yeah, shit's gonna get real, lady. Shit's gonna get fancifully real. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. What I'm trying to say is, me and my friends don't get together every Sunday afternoon to play as 4 survivors of a zombie holocaust that must band together to earn our master's degrees in a competitive job market. Rated M for Bobbity-Doo. Oh. Hey Chris, how am I doing on time? Excellent. The number one reason I feel old is because I don't get modern rock music anymore. Like, how many people in the audience like They Might Be Giants? Now how many people in the audience like Nickelback? Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry. Then boos have it. I'm gonna piss off people, but I'm just gonna say it. Like, I grew up with bands like Pearl Jam and Weezer. Stuff like 3 Days Grace and Hinder and like Finger 11.
Oh, stop it.
I'm but damn, but I'm no Dennis Jerkback. Like, I don't care. I don't care. Here's how you know every rock song now is like kind of bullshit. It's all the same like dudes. They're all from like Toronto or Orlando, Florida. You know, the mean streets. And every guy is like a long-haired douchebag with a black t-shirt talking about how he's such a troubled badass with a dark soul who wants to cheat on his girlfriend like a horny angel of death. I'm gonna do every bad modern rock song. And you're gonna be like, which ones? All of them. Do you understand? All of them. Oh, well, I'm an angel with a broken wing, and I'm flying toward the sun, but at least I put it in you, or well. Like, that's it. That's, if I wanted to be more accurate, I would have to add, like, at least 2 minutes of, a no, yeah, a no, no, a no, yeah, no. Because if you're gonna write a multi-million-dollar song, screw words, who needs them? They just get in the way. I'm glad you guys chuckled at that, because one time I told that rock joke, and it backfired on me horrifically. And that is when I told it in a room full of Marines in Arlington, Virginia. Oh. Now, when you make fun of bands like Nickelback, the joke is, who likes those shitty bands? Marines. Marines like those shitty bands. And chubby comedians should not mess with Marines. Because I don't know if you knew this, Marines way better at killing than you are at being alive. And I was thinking about it, and the fact that it is that I lived kind of a sheltered life. Like, the only veterans I knew growing up was my grandpa. And so I wasn't keen on that, like, get-pumped aspect of military culture. I mean, let's face it, in World War II, the pump-up music wasn't, let the bodies hit the boo. In World War II, it was just like, we'll get the boys over the boats. Do you know how much of a badass you have to be to jump out of an airplane over foreign territory with a machine gun and a Bible, and you're only like, yeah, let's do it! Song is just like, we'll get the crowds and the next and then you just kick Nazis in the dick for like 3 years straight. At least that's how Grandpa Hiram described it to me. He was kind of fading towards the end there. One time I was at a convention, and it was also in Virginia, and sharing the center space was the Marine Formal. And there was very little interaction, except for one hallway that I will remember for the rest of my life. Because on one end of the hallway were all the Marines and their dates, and the dates were in like formal gowns, and the Marines had the epaulets and the medals and the hats and the swords and the whole getup. And on the other side was the line for the performers about to do the masquerade. And there was this sincere tension in the room where like the Marines were looking at the cosplayers being like, oh, that's what freedom looks like? Gross. Until, this was amazing, one cosplayer started walking towards the Marines, and he was dressed head to toe, impeccably, as Guile from Street Fighter II.
Oh no. Oh my god.
Like, he had it nailed, the hair, the boots, like everything. It was Guile, just walking. And he starts walking towards the Marines, and all the cosplayers just get nervous. They're like, oh my god, what's going down? Oh my god, what's happening?
Oh dear.
I need to do my dance to the theme song of Haruhi. And the Marines see him coming, and they all salute him. Like, Colonel Guile, sir! The Lord of all nerds was just like, at ease. You guys ready for an awesome show? It is my pleasure to bring the next comic to the stage. He's a very good friend of mine. He is a founding member of the Geek Comedy Tour. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Dealey. Give it over, Jake Young.
I'm actually Jake from the future, and I've come back to tell you Rogaine is a lie.
You might want to set up the
As the man said, I'm
It's actually
Joe.
starting to kill my hand.
Give you a minute to look me over.